Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your Scorpio season reading. The messages that come through may resonate for your sun, moon, rising, or your north node. And this reading is going to go from October 22nd or 23rd through November 21st. I've seen on some websites that it says Scorpio season starts on the 22nd, and then other websites that say it starts on the 23rd. So for the sake of this reading, we'll say October 22nd through November 21st is the time frame in which these messages apply. And Scorpio season is all about endings and beginnings and balancing energy and connecting with your shadow, Gemini, because Scorpio rules the 8th house, which is the house of endings, beginnings, major transformation, also the house of the shadow. So anything that you've been struggling with, having a hard time healing, getting over different challenges, this is the time to connect with your shadow and ask your shadow, why am I struggling with this? Why am I having a hard time healing from this? And your shadow's going to answer and give you the path forward to healing and release and transformation. Or if you just feel like you're really stuck and no matter what you do, nothing's really changing for you, that's a time to ask your shadow, what's in my blind spot? How can I be self-sabotaging? What is it that I don't see? And your shadow is going to answer and help give you the path forward to break free of that. Also, on the 31st of October, 1st of November, we have Samhain as well as Day of the Dead, and that is when the veil is thinnest between our world and the spirit world. So your spiritual team is really going to be talking to you through half of Scorpio season, okay? Pay attention to those signs and synchronicities because they're really trying to help you out and guide you right now. And we start Scorpio season off with Mars being in Scorpio until November 4th. We also have Mercury currently in Scorpio. Will be there till the 28th of October. It's going to go into Sagittarius and then it's going to retrograde back into Scorpio on the 18th through the 29th of November, and then it's going to remain in Scorpio until the 10th of December. And so all Mercury retrogrades bring things back from the past, right? And because this is in Scorpio, there could be a lot of unresolved emotions bubbling up from within you, and it's time for healing. It's time for closure. There could be relationships that are returning back into your physical reality. And again, it's for clarity, healing, and closure for you because it's time for soul cycles to come to an end. It's time for soul lessons to be completed. And that's what retrograde energy is to tie up all those loose ends. And with Scorpio, it's really connected to unresolved shadow energy within yourself. Also, if any dreams and goals kind of come back to you from the past, it's time to implement them, Gemini. The energy is perfect and right for that. We're going to have Venus in Scorpio from November 9th through 29th. You're really going to be in your emotions with that. And then we have the Scorpio new moon taking place on November 19th. And the Scorpio new moon is all about setting your intentions for 2026. Okay, what do you want to happen? All new moons are perfect times to set your intentions for the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or year ahead of yourself. Okay, so under that Scorpio new moon, I want you to write a list of what you intend, write in your journal, create a vision board, just whatever feels right for you. Do a candle ritual. If you don't know what that is, just look it up on YouTube. There's a lot of them to help you and tell you everything you need and what to do for that. All right, so let's get into your cards for Scorpio season. Right, ghost with regret. So Gemini, there is a lot of stuff that's going to be resurfacing from the past. whether within you or literal people and situations coming back from the past. And this is a time of deep healing and closure for you. Anything that you may have been really beating yourself up about, like, man, I wish I would have walked away from this person sooner. I wish I would have listened to my intuition about XYZ. I wish I would have made a different choice with this. I wish I would have handled this in a different way. Whatever it is for you, where you have been really struggling, kind of being hard on yourself in places of regret, you're going to be coming out of that through Scorpio season. In fact, for Gemini, I do feel big time soul cycle completing that was filled with a lot of heavier soul lessons that you've been working on, especially connected to other people. And so relationships that you've been struggling to get over, you know, whether it's romance, a friendship, or a family member where things just went bad, you're finally going to come into that healing. So it's important for you to connect with your shadow all throughout Scorpio season, checking in daily. What is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to understand? What is it that I need to do to heal, to move forward? Okay? Because your shadow is going to answer, and you're going to know exactly what action steps need to be taken. But this is so positive. Anything that's been hurting you or haunting you, anything that you've been regretting, it's time for the healing of that, the transmutation of that. Remember, Scorpio rules the 8th house, endings, beginnings, major transformation. So that's where you're at. This is a very auspicious time for healing, growth, and transformation for Geminis. So let's pull some more cards. Let's go deeper. All right, scale. Find your balance and justice. Weigh your actions and intentions. See, things are balancing out for you guys. Okay, where you've been hurting, you've been in the struggle, you've been really hard on yourself even. All of that's coming to an end. Things are balancing, energy's balancing, your heart is healing, your mind is opening, heaviness is being lifted off of your shoulders. Herb pouch, carry nature's gifts, use them for healing and spells. So this is also a really good time to connect with Mother Earth Gaia, doing grounding with her every single day, and drinking tea. Tea is so healing and beneficial. It's not just a beverage, okay? Anything you're going through, you know, physically, even emotionally, mentally, look up different tea blends that can help you with that. It's time for healing, and tea is very healing for you. So it's time to drink tea. It's time to connect with Mother Earth Gaia every single day. Get out and about, to take walks in nature. And I'm also feeling as though your spiritual team is going to be connecting with you through nature. So a certain animal could keep popping up, a certain flower could keep popping up. If it does, anything that's repeating in your reality that's, you know, from nature, do a search. What's the deeper spiritual meaning of this? Because remember, your spiritual team is also really communicating with you. And now you've got the Pentacle. Nice. See, it's time for change. It's time for something to manifest for you. Embrace the flow of emotions. Find balance in your spiritual practice. So it's time for healing. And through that healing, things can now finally manifest for you. Okay, you've definitely been dealing with some blocks energetically because you've had some heavier stuff hanging around in your energy field, in your emotional body as well as your mental body. Okay, and now that this energy is healing and balancing out, it's time for manifestation. Okay, so something beautiful is manifesting for Gemini in Scorpio season. So let's pull some more cards. Let's go deeper into your messages, Gemini. All right. Waxing crescent moon, focus, conceptualization, strategy. So with this, Gemini, it's time to shift your focus to all the things that you want. It's time to nurture yourself and love yourself and be there for yourself. Drink your tea, connect with Mother Earth Gaia, get out in nature. We have the Taurus full moon on the 5th of November, and then we have the Scorpio new moon on the 21st. Okay, so I feel like both of those moons, you're going to be feeling that energy, and so you might be much more intuitive on the day of the full moon and the new moon. Also, really pay attention to the ideas that come to you on those days and take action towards them. Equinox, commitment, integration, shifts. So you are shifting the spring equinox, right? And coming out of the winter into the abundance of spring. That's what I'm feeling for you with this card right here. You're going through a shift and something that's been just really hard and painful. Like you're finally coming out of that. Waxing crescent moon is the new moon's energy building, okay? And as the energy of the moon builds, it gets you even closer to manifestation. And Mars, competition, action, willpower. So currently, as we enter Scorpio season, Mars is in Scorpio and will be there until November 4th, and then it's going to move into Sagittarius, okay? And Sagittarius is fire energy, and so through Scorpio season, your energy is elevating, Gemini, where you may have felt a lack of motivation, a lack of care. Now you're going to be inspired once again, like, I want to do this. Like you might just all of a sudden, like, I need to completely deep clean my house, rearrange it. I need to get rid of stuff. I need to sage, all of that. Okay. You may even become very motivated. Like, you know what? I need to start taking better care of myself. I'm going to go get a haircut. I'm going to dye my hair. I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to buy some new clothes. I'm going to go get a pedicure. Like, I'm going to start eating better. I'm going to start taking evening walks. You guys are going to get very sparked and motivated towards something in your life. And as a general reading, what that is different for each of you. Some of you are going to get really fired up to finally pursue dreams and goals. Why? Because this has been really pulling your energy down and making you lack motivation and willpower and excitement and spark. And now because you're overcoming that, your spark is returning. And Cirrus, self-care, wellness, agriculture. So this is a time to really love and nurture yourself and agriculture. Get out into nature, all right? Take walks, go to the park, sit out at night and gaze up at the stars. Buy yourself a telescope and look at who's on the bottom. We've got Chiron, core wounds, vulnerability, potential through pain. You're healing big time, Gemini. We already see that, but that's just another confirmation that you are healing. And you're becoming empowered with that Mars energy, especially when it moves into Sagittarius. All right, Two of Swords, Four of Swords, High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. Okay. So, Gemini, there may be some people that you have blocked in the past that are somehow finding their way back into your reality, hitting you up on a social. Maybe you decided to unblock them at some point, I don't know, or maybe somebody that blocked you. Now it's like, and this doesn't resonate for all, but for some, somebody that was blocked is now coming in to seek healing with you. Okay, or like they blocked you or you blocked them, and now they want healing and resolution. All right. It's up to you whether you let them back in or you're like, you know, hey, thanks, but I don't care anymore. You know, Could strongly be an earth energy or a water energy. All right, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups down there. But somebody you blocked out, or they blocked you, they want healing, they want closure, they want understanding with you. Okay, also, where you've been feeling very blocked, you're now coming into healing, rejuvenation energy around where you've been blocked. And High Priestess as well as Page of Cups, your intuition is very strong. Your spiritual team is going to be communicating with you. Gemini, follow through on that. Knight of Pentacles, this new path that you're now stepping on, it's very solid. It's a long time coming, okay? But you can count on this. And energy is moving a little bit slower. It's changing, but it's moving slower. And enjoy that, because it's giving you proper time to fully adjust in frequency, okay? But things are starting to move forward for you. You're going from winter into spring. Your spark is returning. Your intuition is on point. So anything that you're feeling to do intuitively, follow through on that. And something is manifesting. We're not getting a whole lot through the tarot of what that is. But let's see with the second deck, because you got the Pentacle up there. Page of Pentacles. Somebody reaching out. Yeah, somebody you haven't heard from in a while, okay? But also with the Hermit, heavier soul cycle. You're coming out of it, Gemini. The Magician, yes. So your intuition is going to tell you to do something, to try something, to be somewhere. Follow through on it, because that's what's going to bring in this manifestation. And King of Swords, this is you, whether masculine or feminine. And just talking about how strong and empowered you're now feeling, especially as Mars moves into Sagittarius. And the Knight of Wands, this is your spark returning, okay? So whatever, and look at Ace of Swords next, really follow through on your intuitive promptings, because it absolutely is leading you to a very positive manifestation, okay? So you've got earth energy, water energy, and fire energy now of somebody trying to come back in and connect with you, wanting to work things out, wanting to see where you stand, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Because remember, they're going through these same energies of Mercury retrograde from Sagittarius back into Scorpio. They're dealing with that energy too, and they're going to be activated in a specific way. And, you know, as a general reading, some of you may be inspired if you know that you screwed up with somebody, you know you hurt somebody, you know that you were in the wrong. You may be very inspired to want to reach out and try to mend bridges. If nothing else, like, you know what? I was so wrong, and I am so sorry for what I did. I'm sorry if it hurt you. I'm sorry the way that it impacted you. You may also feel that, Gemini, if part of your regret is the way that you did somebody, the way that you handled them. All right. But you're going to manifest. Okay, so follow through on that intuition. And remember, your spiritual team is talking to you as well, trying to help you out. Sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. So see, things are looking up for you. You're feeling better. You're feeling blessed. Your spark is returning. Some heaviness. You're ending that hard soul cycle, and you're feeling back to good, Gemini. All right. So those are your messages. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care.